What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we're checking out the latest wireless earbuds from Mifo. Now these ones are called the FiiTii HiFi Air. This is basically a sub-brand of Mifo that offers more affordable wireless earbuds. So you can think about it this way, Mifo is like the premium brand and then FiiTii is more of the entry-level brand. So these ones are much cheaper than most Mifo wireless earbuds. Now even though these ones are much cheaper, they still offer Bluetooth 5.2, active noise cancellation and an IPX7 rating. So that means water resistance. So if you sweat a lot, if it rains, nothing will happen to this. So let's start with a super quick unboxing so I can show you the box and what comes in the box. Alright, so these come in a decent looking box. On the front of the box we see a picture of the charging case and the wireless earbuds, and on the back we can see some of the specifications, and at the top there you can also see the Mifo brand. Inside the box you're gonna find the charging case. Of course, inside the charging case we have the wireless earbuds. We also have 6 replacement ear tips. Now the ear tips that come pre-installed on the earbuds work fine for my ears, but if your ears are smaller or bigger you may wanna change those ear tips. Strangely enough, we don't have a USB-C charging cable inside the box here. So the charging case charges through a USB-C port at the bottom here. This doesn't support wireless charging. So you're gonna have to use a cable that you're using for your phone, for example, or any USB-C cable that you have at home. So no cable included with this, which is a bit strange. I haven't actually seen any other earbuds that don't come with a cable. And aside from that, you're gonna find the user manual. And even though these are super easy to use, inside the user manual you're actually gonna find all the controls for them, and I keep looking at the user manual because most of the time I forget what I have to do. So you can skip to the next song by just tapping on the earbuds. You can turn up the volume, you can turn down the volume and so on, but all that is inside the user manual. The charging case here weighs 43 grams. This is mostly made out of plastic, and of course this is not gonna be as fancy as other charging cases that we've seen from other Mifo products in the past. So it's not gonna feel like this one that I tried not long ago. But again, we have to take into consideration the price of these ones. These ones are less than half the price of these ones. So you always have to think of that. So from the charging case here, we can basically charge the earbuds about 5 times. And between the charging case and the earbuds, you can get up to 40 hours of listening time. It really depends how you're listening to music, of course, if you're listening at the maximum volume, if you have the active noise cancellation on and so on. But you could actually get about 40 hours of listening time. For me personally, I get about 32 hours, but it really depends from person to person and how they actually use the earbuds. The earbuds themselves are pretty small. They weigh 3.8 grams each, and each one of them has 2 microphones. Now on one side here we have some kind of transparent plastic, so you can actually see the drivers inside the earbuds there. On the other side we have an LED on each one of them, of course, and the top side here it's also like the touch button part of the earbud, if that makes any sense. So that's where you tap whenever you want to change the song, whenever you want to pause a song, whenever you want to turn up or down the volume. The ear tips are very easy to remove. You basically pull on them and then you can replace them with some of the ear tips that come in the box, and of course you're gonna choose the ones that fit your ears the best. Whenever you have these in your ears, they don't look big at all, they're not uncomfortable, and they're not gonna fall off whenever you're walking, whenever you're doing light activities and so on. Personally, I don't do much running, I actually don't do any running at all. But for light activities around the house and walking, these aren't gonna fall off. These also offer a transparency mode, so you'd use that mode if you wanna hear what's happening around you. So that's great if you're walking with these on the street and there is traffic around you and there are people around you, you can kind of hear what's happening around you, even if you're listening to music. And then we have 2 levels of active noise cancellation. We have the mild one. The mild one is, I don't know, personally I'm not gonna use that one ever. But then we have the strong active noise cancellation mode, and that one works much better. So that one will cut down certain noises like fans, AC, engine noises and stuff like that. It's not the best active noise cancellation that I've ever heard, but we have to take into consideration the price of this. So if I would be to compare this to some other equally priced earbuds, the active noise cancellation works great, but if you're gonna compare them with something that's like 3 times more expensive, the active noise cancellation doesn't work as well as other ones. So just to give you an example, because I have these Mifo earbuds right here, the active noise cancellation on these ones is better, but again, these ones are much more expensive. So for the price, I feel that the active noise cancellation does okay, but compared to other more expensive ones, of course, it's not gonna be as good. Using this is super simple, of course. So you first pair them to your phone when you first get them for the first time, and after that all you have to do is take these out of the charging case, and by the time you actually put them in your ears, they will be connected to your phone. Whenever you're done with them, you put them back in the charging case and you close the charging case. You can also use just one, so you can use the left one or the right one, depending on the situation, or you can use both of them together. Once again, it really depends on what you're doing and when you're doing it. The sound quality from this is also pretty great, taking into consideration the price. You always have to consider the price whenever you're talking about wireless earbuds. So I feel that for most people this will do great. If you're listening to music, if you're watching a video, for example, you can hear the voice is pretty clear. Now, if you do like a lot of bass, this may not be the best for you, and I recommend investing a bit more money and maybe getting some other Mifo earbuds that offer more bass and more volume. So these ones here, for example, I've tried these a couple of months ago. These ones offer really heavy bass. So if you're into that heavy bass, these ones may not be the best earbuds for you, I'm gonna say. But as I said, for most people, I feel that these will do great. And for the price, you can't really go wrong.
Alright, so this is a super quick microphone test with the FiiTii HiFi Air wireless earbuds from Mifo. I currently have both earbuds in my ears, and I'm talking normally in a fairly quiet room. So there shouldn't be any other noise aside from my voice in this recording. So yeah, this is how the microphones in these earbuds would pick up sound if you'd have a conversation, for example.
As for latency, if you're watching videos on Netflix or YouTube, there is no lag from the time you're actually watching the video and the time you're hearing the sound. So no lag for that, and they still work fine for certain games. However, it really depends what games you're playing, because if you're playing a game like Call of Duty or PUBG, these aren't gonna be ideal because there is a bit of a delay whenever you're playing games like that. So keep that in mind. These are great for watching content, but not necessarily for gaming. Connectivity wise, I haven't really noticed any issues. I can basically leave my phone anywhere in the apartment here and go to the other end of the apartment, and these aren't gonna get disconnected. And the same kind of goes outside, but again, outside my phone is usually in my pocket, so pretty close to the earbuds, so no connectivity issues. So there you have it. These are the FiiTii HiFi Air. Taking into consideration the price, because we always have to take into consideration the price, you can't really go wrong with these ones for the features and the sound quality that they offer. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.